Earlier in this course, we talked about the importance of choosing the right type of login account for your computer, either a Microsoft Online account or a basic local account. Then we went through the process of setting up Windows using whichever account you chose. But now that we're looking at account settings, I want to talk about what you can do if you change your mind about which type of account you want. Let's see how it works. Now, I want to start with the scenario where you set up your computer with a basic local account, a simple username and password that does not link to a Microsoft Online account. You have no access to OneDrive or any of Microsoft's other cloud services. Now, to switch over to a Microsoft Online account, I'm going to go into the Start menu and, of course, go to Settings. Here in Settings, I'll go to Accounts, and I want to make sure I'm on the section for Your Account. And you can see that I'm currently logging in with a local account. And then there's this option here that says Sign in with a Microsoft account instead. So that's what I'll do. I'll click on that, and we'll go through the process. Now, from here, if you already have a Microsoft Online account, you'll just need to type in your email address and password. If you do not already have a Microsoft Online account, you'll need to create one. So there is an option here to create a new account, and you can go through that whole process. It's a pretty standard procedure for creating a new online account. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to take a step back. I already have an account that I can use. So I'm going to log in with that account. And I'll type in my password, and I'll hit sign in. Now, it's worth noting that sometimes this will trigger the two-step verification that is part of the security with your Microsoft Online account. It may require you to send a verification email to your secondary email address, and it'll give you a security code in that email that you'll plug in here. Now, I don't always see that two-step verification when going through this process, so maybe you'll see it and maybe you won't. Okay, but we can continue here. I'll need to type in the old password for my user account here on the computer one more time. I'll hit next. And now that account has been switched over. And it's giving me the opportunity to set up a PIN code, which we talked about in the previous movie. So I'm just going to skip this. And now we're all set. Now I'm logged in with my Microsoft Online account, and I can see that here. I know that I'm logged in with that account because I see the email address listed. So now when I log out of my computer or I restart the computer, I'll log in with the password associated with my Microsoft Online account. So that's all it takes to switch to a Microsoft Online account and enable all of these cloud services on your computer. But what if you want to go in the other direction? What if you're already linked to a Microsoft Online account, but you want to switch over to a simple, basic local account? Well, the process is pretty similar. You want to make sure you come here into Settings, into Accounts, into the section on Your Account, and click on the option that I see here that says Sign in with a local account instead. I'll click on that. So now I get a screen, and it's basically strongly encouraging you to back up your computer before you do this. Now, in a separate chapter in this course, we'll talk all about backup procedures. So as always, it's important that you have your backup set up. So I'm going to assume that your backup is set up, and I'll hit skip this step and continue on. So I'll need to type in the current password for my account. I'll hit next. And now I'll just plug in the information for this basic local account, which really is just a username and a password. So I'll leave the username as Nick. I'll type in the password. I'll type it in a second time to confirm. And then I'll plug in a hint. And this is what you'll use just in case you forget your password one day. The computer can give you this hint, and it should help you remember the password. Now, I'm not going to put anything real here. I'm just going to plug in something as a placeholder. And then I'll hit next. And in this case, it will need to sign you out of your computer, and you'll need to manually sign back in. So I'll do that. I'll hit sign out and finish. It logs me out of my account. And now when I go to log into this account, all I need to do is type in my simple password, and it logs me into my simple, basic local account. And that's it. Switching the type of user account that you use for your computer is not a normal everyday thing. But as you go through this course and learn more about what Windows is capable of and how it connects to cloud services in several apps, you may find that you want to change your mind about the type of user account that you use to log into Windows.